Okay, you guys, my cat's like a dog. Check it out. See if she does it. She brings it back to me. Good kitty. Good kitty. Oh. Aww. Greetings and salutations. Okay. Greetings and salutations, you guys. How was your weekend? Mine was pretty laxy-daisy, and I didn't want to show you my hair. I gotta color it. Look at this. I didn't want to show you the same, crap I've been doing. It gets tedious and boring. It's really just telling you what's going on in my mind, how I'm dealing with things that are going on. Not letting it make me go to my good old vices that I used to go to, like drinking or, drinking and or. I'll say that. People, speaking of that, people think that when you're on, it's okay to take the drugs that are prescribed, like Vicodin, all the opioids, right? It's okay to take those. In fact, doctors will sit there and literally say, is there anything you need? Hint, hint. I remember having that happen to me quite a few times with doctors, that I look at them and I go, are you trying to tell me I could ask for whatever I want and you'd give it to me? But I never did it, only because when I had my surgeries, I don't do good with Vicodin or any of those. I get sick and I throw up. It's just the constant, I can't stop, wakes me up in the middle of the night. So I'm not one to take painkillers to the max. I was on morphine for, my 2 surgeries, and I think I lasted 2 days on it before I just started getting sick on it, and I just didn't want to take it anymore. I was the opposite. While everybody else was like, fuck it, I'm going to take more drugs, I was more of like, okay, get me off of this. I can't do it anymore. Can you give me something lighter medication-wise? And I would always go to the Vicodin for like a day or 2, and then I'd end up on ibuprofen because I just could not do it. I don't like feeling sick. I don't know how people do it. Use painkillers and not feel the side effects, but there's always side effects to all these painkillers. So I do disagree with the whole thing about what's going on with with America, but California in regards to cannabis being legal. Now, people want to say, oh, you're just a stoner and you get stoned. I don't get stoned now. I don't, that, now my life is more on a plane of just tea, so I do, CBD cannabis in my tea because I do have pain from my surgeries. I have lower back sciatica really bad, where they ripped out my uterus over here. So I feel that. And I'm not going on Vicodin. It doesn't take a lot of leaf in my tea to make it go away. So this is another tangent I'm on, I guess, because I was on the Vice thing, and cannabis used to be one of those things. It helps anxiety and stuff like that. But I'm not on it right now. So, but I'll let you know when I am, and you wouldn't know the difference. But what I'm trying to say is, Like people I know who take Vicodin and stuff like that, they abuse it. And they deny that abuse because of their pain or something. Oh, I'm taking it because... And I also know people who give their Vicodin to other family members that don't need the Vicodin. I've seen that as well. So when I say vices, I mean those things. My drinking or cannabis. But I am really doing well, staying pure as possible, because I want to feel this pain. I want to know that this is pain that's happened to me so many times, mental, emotional pain, really, from family members, that I don't need to take alcohol or anything else to get through it. And that's what I'm showing myself, and that's what I'm trying to let you all know as yogis or people who want to have a yogic life. You're the people I'm trying to connect with, to get you to understand that being a human being, you're still human. You're still a human being. You're still an earthling facing your shit every day. It's a matter of how you face it or how you're trying to run away from it. And the truth is, you can't run away from your problems. They are there. They do exist. And to think that alcohol or drugs are going to quench that, it's only temporary. You're just causing a problem for yourself by abusing these things. So that is where I wanted you to understand what I'm talking about in regards to when I say vices. So anyway, so I'm doing well with that. I don't even, it's lovely to know, wow, I've always been strong. I could have did this long time ago, So feeling and absorbing this every day, what's going on, has been healthy for me, because I've learned to not have guilt. Like I told you, I'm not feeling guilty. I don't think I'm a bad parent. I don't think I'm a bad grandparent. I don't think any of those things. It doesn't serve me to feel that. So I stay away from certain family members, like mothers, that believe that you should be that way, because they were raised in a Piscean world. Because now we're in the Aquarian age. They were in the Piscean age. My mother-in-law, stuff like that. Those women, older women, they're on that plane of, oh, well, it's your fault. It's the parents' fault. It's especially the mother's fault. So you got a lot of that, and it's just like, that's a crock of bullshit if I ever heard, because, that's just ridiculous. Life's about choices. I didn't put a gun to my kid's head and say, oh yeah, you should go do that. Yeah, let's see where that goes. These were choices that they made, that she made. I sat there and supported whatever it was she wanted to do. Okay, you wanna get a divorce? I'm there. This was the second time, by the way, where she backed out. And I remember the first time she backed out and she kept, I need to get out of this. I'm in prison. That's, how it started. I need to get out of this. I'm in prison. And I said, well, we tried to get you out of it the last time and you backed out. So what makes me think that this isn't the same thing? Okay? And, you got to think before you do. And my daughter doesn't do that. She's very, very impulsive, and that's not healthy for someone who's got a lot of baggage going on right now. Okay. And women, it's like she's taking all these goddess classes and all this shit. I'm sorry, but you need to work on your shit before you go doing goddess things and, all this business. Because if you don't learn how to deal with your shit before you get into that, it could really dilute things. And your ego isn't in check. And as women, okay, these power group women, I dig a lot of them. But the ones that my daughter, I'm calling it out, y'all could get mad if you're watching it. These women that are doing these goddess things, first off, this is how all the crap started. They're having these goddess retreat things in some pretty creepy places because they don't have enough money to pay for the bigger, nicer type of stuff, right? Or they need to pocket more money. It's something like that. Because both places that my daughter was going to for this, goddess business, they were shady places. And they had drugs there. And my daughter did do these drugs, okay? Not to mention even the gals even the head honch, from what she told me, was doing the drug, okay? Hallucinogenics. And hey, whatever. But the point is my daughter takes that kind of shit too far. And, when you do hallucinogenics, you shouldn't be doing them at all. Have I done them? Yes, I have. I was young once too. And the thing about when I did them when I was younger is that you microdose yourself. In other words, you don't take it to an extreme. You take a little bit just to experience what it is you're experiencing. In my case, it was always a spiritual type thing, which I know now, not doing that and going to yoga classes or meditating, I reach the same place. It was just a matter of me understanding how to tap that place, that energy. With a lot of these young festies people, they take this stuff, but they take it way too far, and they take it to an extreme where it really fucks up your dopamine situation in your brain, okay? It really does. And it really makes a couple of screws loose up there. So my daughter ended up becoming friends. And that's when things started to get all pew, okay? So as I go on with these stories, I want to explain that if you're going to go to a woman retreat, go to one that doesn't have drugs, okay? Go to one that, the goddess women who are teaching aren't hypocrites, okay? I'm sorry, I'm calling it out. I mean, it's just ridiculous how, you're saying, and none of these women are there for my daughter, by the way. The minute they saw what my daughter was doing up there, I noticed it flatlined, okay? These goddess women know when there's shit going on, they go, oh, hello, and they run, like most people do. But if you were these people that are about all this, healing and becoming power women and goddess and taking your own power and your own, woman power, then you better be teaching that shit as opposed to, hey, let's go do some hallucinogenics and dance around and pretend we're ISIS. Because there's more to life than trying to be ISIS. Maybe you should try being yourself first. You know what I'm saying? So these things bother me about this whole empowerment stuff, goddess retreat shit that's going on out there. I'm calling it out. I am. I've studied yogi stuff. I've went to these things, and basically when I went to these goddess retreats, it's basically girls who are trying to afford to do it and rich girls who have nothing better to do. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I feel right now in regards to these retreat programs. There's one that is really good that I've been wanting to go to, but I don't think I can do it this year. It's the Radiant Women by Wa and Gurmukh. Gurmukh and Wa. They're a mom and daughter team. And Yogi Bhajan, the whole Kundalini thing. And I've been to their classes before, and these women are great. Now, if you want a power type thing, empowerment, like really tapping into your shit and understanding yourself as a woman, yada, 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 where it's not about how pretty and hot and sexy you are and how sexy you can, dance around with the fucking snake, then this is the retreat course for you. Okay. I will, if I can, I'll bring that out. I will show the flyer for that. I think it's this weekend that they're doing that. It's $200 now. It was like $100 or $300 now. It was like $200 if you did it before Christmas, which I didn't get a hold of, in time. I've been wanting to go to that forever, but life throws you what it throws, so I will not be doing that this year, although I would have loved to. Those are the kind of women empowerment programs women should be going to if you're mentally and emotionally fucked up. You should not be going to Dancing with Snakes and shit like that until you've got all your shit figured out. That's my truth. Anyway, speaking of women and empowerment, I have to dye my hair. Look, the grays just coming in, And of course, I should be my true self and let it grow out, right? But I just, I guess the authenticness in my hair is just going to have to wait a bit. Oh man, vanity. So I'll probably dye it one more time or something, or I'll just wait until I'll wait until it's like too much for me to until it's too much for me to dye it anymore. Then I'll give up on it. So just cleaning. It's raining outside. First time in California since last February. Okay, almost a year of no rain. And I'll show you outside in a little while. But so just moving on. Alrighty, so cleaned my counters, put the dishes in the dishwasher, the usual. Need to do that, and in there, all this mail business. But and as you can see, I need to do my floors too. And it is raining. Let me show you. Fifi, stay there. Totally raining. It's been raining all day. So, slip Miss Fuzzy Wuzzies. She's here. Come on, let's go to. She's been a cutie, as you've seen. And I'm just doing my thing, everybody. It's a rainy day, and and you probably can watch me do my hair. I'm doing it. Dye it solid. Till I get bored again and need to put colors in it again. It's just a rainy Monday. I need to get her a kitty litter box.
Yeah.
So
everyone. I went to Zero with my family.
So I didn't have my phone. So it's evening. I decided to do my hair tomorrow. Dave is going to assist me. So my hair, I'm getting rid of this red stuff.
About smartphones is something parents and now perhaps Apple itself cannot ignore.
So it's raining a lot. It rained all day.
Saying that the company has
The
always
first
looked
in
out for
LA in a
kids,
while.
and it leads the industry by offering parental
And
controls built right into the
yeah,
operating system.
how am
to
I
help
feeling?
restrict certain
Well,
apps and
found out
services.
some
They
more
also said
information.
that they will have new features.
Absorbing it.
And us talking can be very nice.
It's nice, yeah.
That's all I can say.
Thank you. Good
Dave's
evening.
absorbing it too. It's just absorption, constant absorption. You just have to see everything as constant absorption because otherwise it's going to freak you out. But if you see it as absorb and go, wow, okay, I am faced with that
Responding to a domestic
situation.
disturbance call,
then it's not so bad. But there's other things bad out there though. Look at that.
captured in this edited body camera footage. Five officers down, injured, fighting to stay alive as the suspect continues to unload.
You're okay, you're okay. I don't see blood, I don't see blood. Oh, I see blood. Shoot out the window. Get out of here.
An ambush-style attack. More than 100 shots fired before the gunman was killed.
Men and women were on that call that night. They did exactly what they were trying to do.
Deputy
So,
Zach Parrish lost
in
his
other
life.
words,
Four other
our
officers
lives aren't,
wounded but survived.
I mean, look what's going on in the
Parrish
world.
leaves behind a wife and two young girls, hailed as a hero, protecting the community.
Health of Mitt Romney, sources close to the former presidential nominee say he was successfully treated for prostate cancer last summer. The news comes as Romney is widely expected to mount a run for Senate from Utah. The Republican The greatest tech show on earth opens tomorrow in Las Vegas. The annual Consumer Electronics Show featuring all the cutting-edge trends.
Oh, what you doing?
And 2018 is all about robots and